What is up guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am Bright and I have something interesting lined up for you guys. This is the first video of the comparison series where we'll be doing vehicle comparisons, so hang tight as we compare these two crossover SUVs, the second gen of the Mazda Cx5 and the third gen of the Toyota Harrier. First of all, I need to mention that looks are very subjective. Some people may prefer the looks of the Harrier while others the Cx5. But talking about them objectively, the Harrier's design is inspired by the Harrier, a bird that resembles a hawk, thus the logo at its front. It looks more sportier than the Cx5 both on the front and the rear with its more angular design lines. The Cx5 has a more subtle but aggressive design inspired by Kodo design from Mazda. It has smoother lines and can be appealing to a more reserved type of consumer. Also, I love that it has a dual exhaust setup. The Harrier's dashboard, seats and door panels are adorned with maroon leather finishing. However, the interior arrangement appears rather dated and isn't really much of a step up from entry-level cars from the brand. Mazda utilizes soft plastics on the door panels and dashboard designed to resemble leather, while their seats are crafted from genuine leather. In terms of layout, it's notable that the Cx5 boasts a cleaner, simpler, and more contemporary design. I am aware that space is part of design. However, I wanted to talk about it separately because I have a lot to say. Actually, I don't have a lot to say because these two cars are quite similar in space, the space inside. In fact, if I kidnapped you and placed you in one of them, you wouldn't be able to tell which one it is you are in.
Really, nigga?
Both these cars have the standard storages that you expect in a modern car. That includes the glove box, the center storage, the door bins, and even the cup holders. The major difference can be spotted at the trunk, where the Harrier not only has a wider storage space, but there is also an under storage with a slot for your spare wheel. What a shame for the Mazda. Straight off the bat, I loved using the Mazda's infotainment features. It kind of resembles BMW's iDrive, and I have a feeling that some copying went on here. Nevertheless, it's easy to use, intuitive, and the fact that I could use the center navigator and the touchscreen was lovely. Other features like the AC are manually controlled just the way I like them. What's more, you have heated seats and steering. Over to the Harrier, the first impressions were disappointing. I could not get off this screen for some reason I could not understand. To add on that, the display felt really cheap and substandard. The AC controls were okay to use, but I still do prefer the knobs in the Mazda than sliding up and down to change the temperature. Tell me what you prefer between these two AC controls in the comments section below. There are a couple of engine options that you get on both of these cars, starting from a 2-liter to a 2.5-liter displacement for a diesel and petrol variants, which give you a good balance of performance and fuel economy. The Harrier also has a hybrid option which can deliver up to 18 kilometers to the liter. Superb. Now, this video is not complete if I don't give you a price comparison of these cars. They are closely matched in terms of pricing, but data shows that on average in Kenya, the Harrier goes from 3.8 million to 3.95 million, while the Mazda Cx5 goes from 3.3 million to 3.45 million. In my opinion, I think the Mazda appeals to a younger audience. I mean, its infotainment, heated steering and other fancy features, while it falls short on the trunk space and lack of a spare wheel. The Harrier has a less interesting interior setup, but it's a practical car that will allow you to move around with a spare wheel and ample boot space. Thank you for watching my video. Tell me if you like this kind of videos and also give ideas on how I can improve and maybe suggestions on other cars I should compare in future.